My name is Gregangelo. I am the artistic director of the Gregangelo Museum. I'm also an artist, and I collaborate with a lot of people, bring them together to create this place.
My name is Madison. I first came to hear about Velocity. I was kind of born into it in a weird way. My mom and Gregangelo grew up together, so they've been friends their entire lives. Okay, I first came to start working with Velocity probably January my junior year. I decided I wanted to take art. I talked to my mom and she was like, why don't you contact Greg? And I was like, that's a great idea. So I came in and talked to Greg and kind of made a deal. I'm going to work as an intern, and in response, I'm going to get a lot of experience and stuff that I can do and stuff I can learn that will help me when I get to college and further on in my years of artistic activities. I come inside, say hi to everybody, hugs and kisses, and then I sit down and I get started on this project I'm working on that includes little figurines, ceramic figurines, that I'm making stories out of them. So Emmanuel's mother collected them in France, and she has a ton, like 966. I counted. And she gave them to Greg. So I am making stories out of them. So far, I told Romeo and Juliet, I've told the story of Prometheus. I'm in the process of telling the story of 1001 Nights, or the Arabian Nights. They're kind of in the front part of the house, so people see them when they walk in. And they're not super noticeable, but they're a nice detail that I think really adds to this place.
My name is Roman John Doza, and I'm a writer, musician, manager, and office guy at Gregangelo Museum and Velocity Circus.
Roman's kind of our newest, I would say, definite artist in residence here. And the great story about Roman is that I met him literally at the front door. He's working toward the environmental side of his interest, and he was working for a solar company. He's going door to door selling solar panels. And I opened the door, and I'm always very respectful of people that come to the door here, because that's what we do. We welcome people into the house every day. And he gave me his script about solar panels, and I didn't even hear the script because I can see somebody incredibly intelligent and really wonderful in front of me. So I kind of told him I didn't understand anything he said in the script. Say it in your own words, come on in, look around the place a little bit, see what we do here. The arc of this kind of went on for 5 or 6 months, and now he works here pretty much full time.
Most of my responsibilities around the house involve writing. That's kind of my main task. I'm kind of editing all the stories that we go through, writing blogs, writing all those kinds of things. But you know, we end up having to wear a lot of hats. As a songwriter, as a multi-instrumentalist, as a performer, I love being on stage and you know, engaging and feeding off a crowd, and you know, sharing these personal stories and being up there with my friends and really just being able to let loose and do that. So that's where I come alive.
Describing Velocity is always very difficult. I say that it's art and entertainment place, and I do a lot of projects. I do installations, but there's also theater and filming and book writing. So usually when people ask me that, it takes me a good hour to really describe everything. But they cut me off after 5 minutes, so.
It's a, you know, full arts and entertainment hub / kind of philosophical journey through the cosmos and an artistic representation. And I see people's eyes get really wide. It's a real team, and that's something that I like being part of.